Okay, today we will see the optical recording on disk and its reproduction. Okay, so optical recording is nothing but the writing of audio signal in terms of digital format on disk. So how the audio signal is converted into digital and how this digital data is written on the disk, that we will see. Here, mic which convert the audio signal into electrical signal. That electrical signal is analog. Okay. Then that analog signal is given to the amplifier in order to reduce the noise. Then that reduced noise analog signal is converted to digital signal by using sampling and quantization. Okay. So sampling frequency is depends upon this clock generator. According to the pulses, it generates the sampling frequency, and the analog signal is sampled, then quantized, and then converted into digital signal. Then that digital signal is signal conditioning, means error correction bits are added into that. When analog signal is converted into digital signal, it is necessary to protect that signal, to secure that signal. That's why error correction bits are added in digital signal. Then this digital signal is in the form of 1 and zeros. Accordingly, the laser beam is on and off. When one signal is given to that, the laser is passed, zero is given, laser is off accordingly. So here there's somewhat reverse process occurred, that the output is 1. The output is 1 when laser beam is off. Output is 1 when laser beam is off, and output is 0 when laser beam is on. Means when laser beam is off, 1 is passing, and when laser beam is on, 0 is passing. Accordingly, 1 and zeros are written on this disk, and this disk is continuously revolving from edge to the center, from edge to the center. So in this way, this audio signal is written on digital disk by using this assembly. Means audio signal is first converted to electrical signal. That analog signal is converted to digital signal in terms of 1 and zeros. The error correction bits are get added into that in order to reduce the noise and for security purpose. Then that 1 and zeros are given to the laser beam. So that laser beam is passes. Laser beam is passes when 0 is there, and laser beam is get block when 1 is there. Okay. Accordingly, 1 and zeros are written on the disk. So these 1 and zeros written on disk, how this 1 and zeros digital data again converted to electrical signal, and that electrical signal is again converted to audio signal. That is nothing but the reproduction. That is nothing but the reproduction. Now, how the signal get reproduced from the compact disc. Okay, CD is there. So this assembly is mounted in CD player or DVD player. So this assembly is nothing but a laser beam generator is there. This laser beam wavelength is 780 micrometer. 780 micrometer. So 780 micrometer means it is the laser color is red. The laser color is red. So here this red laser is passing through the lens. So this lens is used in order to focus the laser towards the CD. Then this light is passing through the mirror. So the mirror arrangement is such that the light or the laser from the generator is directly refracted towards the compact disc, and from the compact disc, this laser is again get reflected from this mirror towards the photodiode. So such type of arrangement is done inside the player. Okay. Now this laser beam is on and off. The laser beam is on and off is totally depends upon the data which is written on the disk. Okay, so this laser beam continuously passing through the mirror, and that laser beam strike on a disk. On a disk, one and zeros are written. These one and zeros we called it as a pits and flats. So this zero part is called as a pits, and this one part is called as a flat. Okay, now here if you read it, when the laser beam is reflected from the flats, means when laser beam is reflected from the flats, means from the one, it produces a high output and is represented as 1. So it produces 1. Similarly, when the laser beam is reflected from pits, means when the laser beam reflected from this 0, the amount of reflected light is less and the photodiode produces a low output represented as 0. Okay, when the laser beam reflected from the flat, it produces 1 output, and when laser beam reflected from the pits, it produces 0 output, because the output is very less, that's why it produces the 0. Okay, so this reflected light from the disk is passed through the photodiode, and we know the function of photodiode which convert the light into electrical signal. Okay, so this 1 and zeros passing through this photodiode, and accordingly it produces 1 and zeros, and this 1 and zeros is again converted into analog signal, and that analog signal is given to the speaker, and speaker produces the audio signal. So this is the assembly to convert the data which is written on the disk into audio signal. So this is called as a reproduction of audio signal. So this one is recording. Electrical signal means audio signal is written on the disk, and the digital data which is written on disk again converted into electrical signal, or in terms of audio signal, is called as a reproduction of the signal. So this is recording and reproduction of audio signal on a disk. This is called as a optical recording.